lie. She mess up my the mind. Oh, give me your money where I the trade for. Baby, I go dead for. Yo, you bust my mind, my mind. 'Cause tonight is the night I've been waiting for. Baby, tell me what you waiting for. 'Cause tonight is the night I've been waiting for. Baby, tell me what you waiting for.
'Cause this love is joke, no be joke. It joke, boy, it joke, boy, it joke. 'Cause this love is joke, no be joke, oh. It joke, boy, it joke, boy, it joke.
'Cause this love is joke, no be joke. It joke, go, it joke, go, it joke. This love is joke, no be joke. It joke, go, it joke, go, it joke.
They give me vibes 'cause you want my body. They tell me lies, boy, not story, not story. Even love you want up this honey. Me and be Johnny. Show me the money, money, money. See pete, yes, yes, and chile. Who pete, yes, and chile. Why see pete, yes, yes, and chile. Who pete, yes, and chile. 'Cause this love is joke. Why see pete,
You run it to me up a little bit.
yes, yes, and chile.
True love that I define. Bad this girl I delight. She mess up my the mind. Oh, give me your money where I the trade for. Baby, I go dead for. Yo, you bust my mind, my mind. 'Cause tonight is the night I've been waiting for. Baby, tell me what you waiting for. 'Cause tonight is the night I've been waiting for. Baby, tell me what you waiting for.
'Cause this love is joke, no be joke. It joke, boy, it joke, boy, it joke. 'Cause this love is joke, no be joke, oh. It joke, boy, it joke, boy, it joke.
'Cause this love is joke, no be joke. It joke, go, it joke, go, it joke. This love is joke, no be joke. It joke, go, it joke, go, it joke.
They give me vibes 'cause you want my body. They tell me lies, boy, not story, not story. Even love you want up this honey. Me and be Johnny. Show me the money, money, money. See pete, yes, yes, and chile. Who pete, yes, and chile. Why see pete, yes, yes, and chile. Who pete, yes, and chile. 'Cause this love is joke, no be joke. It joke, boy, it joke, boy, it joke. 'Cause this love is joke, no be joke, oh. It joke, boy, it joke, boy, it joke.
'Cause this love is joke, no be joke. It joke, go, it joke, go, it joke. This love is joke, no be joke. It joke, go, it joke, go, it joke.
Why see pete, yes, yes, and chile. Who pete, yes, and chile. Why see pete, yes, yes, and chile. Who pete, yes, and chile. Why see pete,
You run it to me up a little bit.
yes, yes, and chile.
True love that I define. Bad this girl I delight. She mess up my the mind. Oh, give me your money where I the trade for. Baby, I go dead for. Yo, you bust my mind, my mind. 'Cause tonight is the night I've been waiting for. Baby, tell me what you waiting for. 'Cause tonight is the night I've been waiting for. Baby, tell me what you waiting
joke. No be joke. It joke, boy, it joke, boy, it joke. 'Cause this love it joke. No be joke, oh. It joke, boy, it joke, boy, it joke.
'Cause this love it joke. No be joke. It joke, oh, it joke, oh, it joke. This love it joke. No be joke. It joke, oh, it joke, oh, it joke.
They give me vibes 'cause you want my body. They tell me lies, boy, not story. Not story. If you love you, want up this honey. Me, I know be Johnny. Show me the money. Money, money. See, de. Yes, yes, so yen chile. Upe, de. Yes, so yen chile. Why see, de. Yes, yes, so yen chile. Upe, de. Yes, so yen chile. 'Cause this love is joke. No be joke. It joke, boy, it joke, boy, it joke. 'Cause this love is joke. No be joke, oh. It joke, boy, it joke, boy, it joke.
'Cause this love it joke. No be joke. It joke, oh, it joke, oh, it joke. This love it joke. No be joke. It joke, oh, it joke, oh, it joke.
Why see de. Yes, yes, so yen chile. Upe, de. Yes, so yen chile. Why see de. Yes, yes, so yen chile. Upe, de. Yes, so yen chile. Why see de.
You run it to me, I believe it.
Yes, yes, so yen chile.
True love where I define. Where this girl I delight. She mess up my mind, oh. Give me your body where I the crave for. Baby, I go dead for. Girl, you bust my mind, my mind. 'Cause tonight is the night I've been waiting for. Baby, tell me what you waiting for. 'Cause tonight is the night I've been waiting for. Baby, tell me what you waiting for.
'Cause this love is joke. No be joke. It joke, boy, it joke, boy, it joke. 'Cause this love is joke. No be joke, oh. It joke, boy, it joke, boy, it joke.
'Cause this love it joke. No be joke. It joke, oh, it joke, oh, it joke. This love it joke. No be joke.
Yeah, I want to welcome you to Just Radio.
Joke.
They give me vibes 'cause you want my body.
Today is about a health issue, you know,
Boy, not story.
and also get fit.
If you love you, want up this honey.
I'm here with my man. This is a continuation of an episode that we have, and this is the second round. So let's pass through. Jojo will brief you about things that we talked about, you know, previously, and then we continue. This is strictly 1 hour. You know, this is really something that is really important to all of us.
Cause this love it joke.
Yeah, Mr. Jojo, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right.
It joke, oh, it joke, oh, it joke. This love it joke. No
You listen to Live on Jesus Radio.
be joke, oh,
We are live on YouTube TV. We are live on Facebook. You can see your live comment and we take it from there. You know, big shout out to you.
DJ Breezy on the beat.
Give that.
Yo, Jackie, this is D. I'm sorry. I'm trying to reach you. Please call me back.
Telephone to telephone, you're tuning live on Just Radio. You can follow us on our YouTube TV. We're streaming live on YouTube too. That's Just Radio TV. All in capital letters. Right after this music, Jojo will brief us what we talked about previously. So stay tuned. This is all about how you can control your health, and also if you are facing some kind of complications and all that, this is the right program for you. If you gain a little bit weight that you want to reduce, and know your diet and the kind of food and the time that you need to eat and all that, Jojo is here for you. He's a professional nurse, you know. He has his nursing degree at the same time he's a gym instructor.
She was a devil in a red dress.
Also entrepreneur who owns his own company.
On my text you will reply. Pick up the phone, I'm on the line. Make your gangster wanna cry. Deep inside I can't deny. It's only you, I know they lie.
So you go do me, sugar boy. Well, I said me, I know they really mind.
Yeah, welcome Jojo.
Thank you. I'm always happy to be here, you know.
All right, nice to see you, brother. Nice to see you.
You too.
Yeah, can you actually brief us of what we talked about like last 2 weeks or something like that? Because last week I was sick, so we couldn't have the show. Yeah, so yeah, please, you can come this way a little bit.
Right. So I'm always happy to be here, especially when it comes to sharing information and knowledge.
Yeah, please, this way a little bit. Yeah,
this way?
Thank you. Yeah,
okay.
Perfect. Yeah.
So especially when it comes to sharing our knowledge and experience about, you know, fitness and, you know, keeping healthy and everything. So we had a few discussions about 2 weeks ago. You know, we talked about what it takes to get fit, how to stay motivated, and how to start a fitness journey. So basically, we're going to continue today to discuss more about that. Hopefully, you can assist us with a couple of questions. We'll be very happy and glad to answer your questions. But, you know, in due time and due course, we will try as much as possible to, you know, engage you and, you know, give you as much information as we can so that you can also start a fitness journey. You know, health is wealth, and me personally, you know, lucky enough, I work as a nurse. So I always say to people that I am there for you if you come, you know, to the hospital or something like that. But, you know, prevention is always better than cure. So as a fitness coach or a personal trainer, my goal is to make sure that you are fit so you don't need to, you know, even go to the hospital. But either way, I got you, you know. So prevention is better than cure. Let's try to, you know, get fit so we don't need to go to the hospital. But either way, I got you. So let's have a great time, and then, you know, keep your questions coming. Hopefully we will have, you know, something, you know, to share for you that will inspire or motivate you to start a fitness journey.
Okay, thank you. Listeners, stay tuned. Today is going to be a wonderful day for all of us, because I'm here also. I won't really want to learn, you know. Because I was saying is that he came on the show, and you know, he teaches us how we go about our diet, how we have the time, and it has helped me a lot.
Why you the worry when people see me with you? Why you the ball that I posted a picture we took? If the love we share is real, or do you way post to me?
Yeah, Jojo, let's talk about this. Is it okay that that in this case, like for example, you know, we have some people naturally they have like from genetic aspect. Yeah, they kind of have a big size. I don't know how to put it, you know, so that someone doesn't get offended. But you know, so is it something that is it healthy, or because it's genetic, so is it okay, or what they have to do about it? Because some people think that maybe it's genetic, so it's normal.
Yeah.
And I think nothing in this world is normal. If I'm
right. So the thing is this, right? Nobody can tell anybody how a person should look, or, you know, how a person should feel. That is a very personal decision. However, my thing is this, every morning, like in my home, there is a lot of mirrors. So when I just wake up and then go to, the shower or whatever, I will see myself in the mirror a couple of times. My thing is this, if I see myself in the mirror and I like what I see, then it's okay. But if I don't like what I see, then I want to do something about it. So sometimes it could be that maybe I slack a little bit and then I see myself in the mirror and then I don't like what I see, in terms of physical appearance. So it could be like maybe I, put on a couple of weight. If I don't like it, I will make the changes. But however, nobody can say like you look like, you shouldn't look like the way you look. That's a very personal decision. But if anybody says like, okay, maybe I don't know what to do, but I don't also like where I am and I want to make changes, that is where we come in to help with that changes. But other than that, everybody has the right to look the way they want and, be however they want. Now, talking about genetics, this is a lot of, I get these questions a lot, and sometimes I think people try to use genetics as an excuse, like sometimes I see people in the gym and then when I'm in my best form or shape, then they want to say it's genetics. But then when I show them a video or a picture of me when I was really out of shape, then they go like, oh, really, is that you? So I think if anybody, eats more than they can burn or stuff, if you have more energy than you can burn, definitely it becomes fat and stuff like that. So the genetics, surely they play a part, but, lifestyle plays, the biggest part. So I don't think like if somebody looks a way that they don't feel good or they don't feel like they look good and stuff like that, then I think like, okay, the genetics, good excuse. But other than that, I think hard work always, shows. So I don't think the genetics is a good excuse.
Yeah, but okay. You don't think that is good excuse, but I understand you and I'm in the same page with you. But right. Also, I know quite a few people that, always think that, of course, maybe I have gained weight, so it's normal. And some people, maybe their wives or their husband probably appreciate how they look. Yeah. And but in the sense, to me, are they helping the person? Because some people said, I don't like you getting skinny. Yeah. And I don't like you, and I like you when you gain weight. Yeah. So in that sense, are they really helping the person, or probably just, the physical aspect is more nicest to them than the health concern?
Yeah, I think that is a more relationship issue, because like not every man likes, excuse me to say, skinny girl or stuff like that. Everybody have different type of taste, but if there is, let's say, if the guy likes the girl because she's she got a few pounds, then that's what the guy likes. But if the girl don't want to have a few pounds, then the girl should be able to have that kind of relationship conversation that like, baby, I know you like me when I'm a little bit tough and stuff like that, but I don't feel good in this body, so I want to make a couple of changes, but all these are like very, very individual basis, like I've had, sometimes my girlfriend would tell me like, sometimes in the summer times, if I will burn off a lot of calories, trying to get my abs to show and stuff like that. So definitely I look a lot skinny than I would look otherwise. And sometimes she would like, why are you losing so much weight? Like now you look super skinny, right? And maybe she like you when you're a little bit bigger, because for a lady, a big man is like comfort, right? Yeah. But maybe in the summertime I do other stuff like, if I'm doing modeling or I'm doing some photo shoot or stuff like that, then I need to be in a certain type of shape. Yeah. So, I need to be able to explain to my girlfriend that, babe, I know you like it when I'm a little bit big and, stuff like that. But for me to be able to do these photo shoots and, this advertisement and stuff, I need to look like this. And for me to look like this, I need to lose this much weight and stuff like that. So I think in a way it's more like relationship problem, but I am all for people making personal decisions when it comes to how they look and how they feel.
Yeah, but Jojo, in this aspect, I want something significant to that particular individual, that what they should do, because this I mean, if you are sick and you don't, if your girlfriend, your boyfriend is not somebody is really into you, and in that aspect, the person keep praising you. I like when you gain weight and all that, and and something somewhere got wrong and they leave you aside, you're gonna face that challenges.
Right.
So I think this is a time that, because the reason why I have some thing that I post on certain comment, just to get people what they are feeling inside, and these are the things that I noticed that a lot of people get those such fantastic comment from their partner. By the end of the day, when something goes wrong, they're trying to leave them.
Right. So I think for me, I have a couple of friends, right? We are very open to each other, so it's like, and we kind of know each other's goals, especially when it comes to the fitness goals. So if I slack off a little bit, like if I don't work out for 3 weeks or something like that, and then my friend sees me and he sees like, no, Jojo, according to your goal, you should be looking like this, but now you look like this, it means like you are slacking somewhere. So we have this open relationship with my friends where they can really tell me like, looks like you put on a little bit of weight, and that is completely fine. And it's good to have friends like that who can really tell you things the way things are. I think it's a very wrong if you're in a relationship with a person and then maybe they are not able to take care of themselves very well because they are busy or doing something, and then you are kind of motivating them to not take care of themselves. I think that is very wrong. Especially if you're in a relationship, then you should be able to support each other, like be there for each other, and then be honest, because honesty and communication is, I think those are very important things that can keep a relationship long term. So if a partner cannot be honest with another partner and say, babe, I think, you're getting a little bit out of shape, and is that really what you want? If that's what you want, I support you 100%, because, like nobody can tell nobody how they should look. But if my partner tells me like, babe, I really want to lose some weight, I might need your help, can you help me out? 100%, I am all for them. And then if I see like there's a couple of changes, like, if my girlfriend starts to eat in the night, and then I know like normally she wouldn't do that, I would say like, is everything okay? Like, are you feeling some kind of stress or pressure, or like why, are you overeating? Because sometimes people eat for, various reasons, and stress is one of the reasons why people just eat, because, if they are stressed or they don't have that kind of control over themselves, you always go to the fridge, you pick up something to eat, even though you are not hungry. And all those things are more like, psychological. But anyway, let's just say that if you don't feel good in your body and then you think you can do something, then definitely you should reach out to people like us who can, help you to do something about it. But if you like how you look and then you like your weight, then I'm 100% for that.
Yeah. So now the second phase is that how much calories do you think that should be in our body a day? Because you're a nurse and you're a fit instructor, so definitely you can give us this kind of feedback. Then we know that, okay, probably if we eat this certain amount of calories, and that should stay for at least, especially for those who are not, constantly in the gym, or they are not even interested, because we have about 2 or 3 different type of people. We have people who sleep in the gym, and people who go there once in a while, and people don't go there at all. Yeah.
So honestly, I don't think there is any, at least nothing that I know of, that there is a specific amount of calories that a person should, consume, per day. However, calories, I always say calories is like fuel. There's always a limit, like you put how much you need, right? So I know people now who are a lot bigger than me, and then because they are trying to cut their weight, they are eating maybe 2,000 calories per day. That is because it's connected to their goal. I know people who don't, they don't have any fitness goals and anything, and then they can consume up to 5,000 calories because of the things that they eat. So the calories is just completely, individual based. Like what you need is what you eat. Yeah. However, if I want to, let's say if I want to lose some weight now, that means I want to be able to eat less than I consume so that I can lose the weight, right? So if let's say in a day I'm burning like 2,000 calories and I want to lose weight, that means I should consume less than I burn so that I can have caloric deficit. You know what I mean? So I don't think there is any like statistics that say any person should, eat this amount of calories per day, but it depends on the reason behind the calories. Like if you're using it as an energy source, then definitely you should eat when you're hungry, and then you have energy to do what you're doing. So let's say if you're in construction and you are working like all day, definitely you burn a lot of calories because of the energy that you use to do the work that you're doing.
Okay.
But if a person is sitting down all day in sofa, then definitely you don't need so much calories to do that, because you don't use a lot of energy whilst doing that. So I think it's very individual based how much calories a person should consume per day.
Okay. Yeah, Ifya Kitchen. Big shout out to you, Ifya. And big shout out to you, Benny Zatayo. Ifya also here, she's an YouTuber, and she does something about kitchen stuff. Yeah. She cook healthy food and all that. Yeah. So probably I could maybe one day invite her to the show. 100%. Then we can also have her as a guest. Yeah. So if you are listening to us, we will invite you one day. You come on this show, as a kitchen. As a cook, you can also explain the kind of food. I know that people have different type of, varieties of food and all that. That, we cannot tell somebody what to eat, but at least we can guide. Yeah, Benny Sotea, say good program. How many hours should be in between our meals?
Yeah, again, that is also, I eat in 4 hours intervals. So I try to eat 4 meals per day. Usually I would eat breakfast around 8 a.m. I'll eat lunch at 12, and then I'll eat, dinner around 4, and then 8 p.m. I'll eat my last meal.
Okay, I think you have to repeat that again because...
Yeah. So personally, I eat, in 4 hour intervals. So I eat breakfast at 8 o'clock, and then I eat at 12, I eat at 4, and then I'll eat at 8. And so overnight, I will have my body to fast for like 12 hours. That is also very individualistic. I know people who eat like 1 meal per day. So that means in 24 hours, they will eat just one time. And then there are people who also eat every 2 hours. Then, if you're on a ketogenic diet or anything like that, then you want to be able to have like 6 hour fasting and then 8 hour eating window. So those are also very individual based. Now, if you are not doing any kind of physical activity and you are home sitting on the sofa and then next to the fridge, definitely, you're gonna run to the fridge all the time and pick something up. So people who are doing that probably eat something every hour. But when we are talking about fitness, then that's a whole, it's totally different, because then you cannot just eat all the time. You need to eat, based on your goals. So if based on the goal that you are trying to achieve. I know some bodybuilders, when they are like bulking or something like that, they have to probably eat up to 6 meals per day. So if you have to eat 6 meals per day, they are probably eating every 2 hours and stuff like that. So I think when it comes to eating, you should know exactly what you're trying to achieve. And then based on what you're trying to achieve, you ask for guidelines as to how to do it. And once you do that, you can be able to get instructions that are very tailored to your type of need and goal, so that it's easy for you to follow up. But to be able to say generally what is the best eating window, I would say like just 4 hours, because I can be hungry for 4 hours and it won't cause me so much problem. So if I need to advise anybody on what is my favorite go-to eating hours, I would say 4 hours.
Okay.
Intervals.
Okay. Yeah, Jojo, someone also asked a question here. Yeah, she said at 8 p.m.
Yeah.
Maybe assuming that maybe you have ate something in the afternoon, or probably around like 3.
Yeah.
So around 8 p.m., what do you think that will be the actual food, or what if the person feel like eating something, know, what do you think, in your opinion?
Yeah, in my opinion, so if I'm eating at 8 p.m., I would eat something very light, you know. So I would eat like porridge, probably, you know, bread and stuff like that.
What kind of bread? Because we have brown bread and we have the white bread.
Yeah, mostly I like to eat brown bread.
Brown bread.
It's just a matter of taste, you know. So I like to eat brown bread, but I think I know people also who are in very good shape and they eat white bread, you know. I think it's not so much about what you eat, it's more about how you eat it and then when you eat it, you know. So I know a couple of people who are in the best shape you could ever imagine, and they eat white bread, except they eat 2 slices per day. So even if you are eating brown bread and you are eating 10 slices per day, definitely you're gonna have, you know, you're gonna have more calories than you actually need or you actually use. So at the end of the day, I believe, you know, I followed a program by a very old English bodybuilder, and this was a test that I did, I think about 2 years ago. Okay. So the concept of that program was eat whatever you want, just lift heavy weight, and then you see what could happen to your body. And to be honest, when I did that, I almost I ate whatever I wanted. I ate kebabs, I ate pizzas, and then I just worked out. And, you know, I can tell you for a fact that my body didn't change so much. Of course, I got more muscles and I was like a little bulky, but I was still, you know, in good shape and fit. So I think if you're really working out, then your body is really burning, you know, those calories that you're consuming. But if you're not doing any physical activities or anything that is really challenging you physically, and then you just keep consuming the calories, you know, definitely you're going to have some disadvantages. So I think for me, I just don't like to eat something heavy in the night. Otherwise, it causes a lot of, you know, stress for my stomach, and then, you know, makes it a little bit difficult to sleep and stuff. But yogurt, something easy, porridge, you know, bread, easy stuff.
Hey, Jojo. Jojo, this one you go worry you. This one they go worry some people them. Hey, Charlie, somebody making soup. Hey, oh, person treat him. Jojo said that, you know, around 8 p.m., you know, something like a porridge, you know, maybe like 2 sliced bread, and you put some maybe margarine in it, and that's it, with kind of like
peanut butter.
Peanut butter, and you put something like peanut butter in it, and that's it. No egg, no nothing. And they say we knew you would die.
Yes, it's so cool, so we get something in common. Why am I missing one here?
Yeah, there's a question here that it says that 4 hours is good. What about the person can't wait till 4 hours?
It's just a matter of discipline.
Okay. It's just matter of discipline. But, you know, like I said, your health is very, very important, because if you have good health, you know, you have everything.
Yeah.
You know, one thing I realized, that money is good. Don't get me wrong, it's very good.
Yeah.
But you know what this guy say, Steve Jobs?
Yeah.
Hey, you know, when Steve Jobs died on his sick bed, the words coming out of this man's mouth, you know, make me realize that, my brother, you can acquire all the whole world money, but if you are not in good shape, forget it.
Yeah.
Mayor number one.
No doubt about it. Every time I change, it's been long since I felt true love. I can't deny the.
You need to acquire good health. Good health means good life. Bad life means bad health. Because the health is good health is you. It's not your money. It's not your strength. You know, you can be strong, but you are not in good shape. You know, when this guy died, man, he so rest in perfect peace. Bob Marley. You know, there's one guy who was working in Pie shop. Okay. The guy is thick, tall, fair in comparison, you know. And I saw this guy like 3 days before he died, and I was asking myself, hey, you can see a man working on the street, very good health, like, you know, in the physical aspect that you see him that he's very strong.
Yeah.
You know, he say, "Hey Joe, what's up?" I say, "I'm good." The next thing I could hear, he's gone.
Yes, good boy.
Always pray for good health. Trust me. Always pray.
It's
You have to, Jojo, pray for good health.
I think sometimes there are certain things that definitely we should pray for, but when it comes to I don't remember the chapter, but it is in the Bible that you should take care of your body and you should eat like whole grains and stuff like that. It's like the Bible is even telling you how to take care of your body. The only thing with us is the body, we got it for free. So sometimes when you have something for free, it's very hard to take care of it. You know what I mean? But if we would have paid like $100,000 for the body, definitely we won't put just anything in it. We'll take good care of it. So whilst we pray for health, we should also try to continue, like discipline ourselves and then check what we put in our mouth all the time.
Benzo, I beg give me long life, for me and the baby I day and night, fis and I not be my might, I don't say one day we go die.
Jojo, this question keep coming from a lady,
okay,
which is very good, excellent questions.
Right.
Yeah, but she's saying that I think she's following up with a question.
Okay.
Let's say I work late
Yeah.
and I close like 10 or 11.
Yeah.
What food can I eat? Like, if you understand the sentence.
Yeah. So, this is why I always try to say when it comes to eating times and foods and stuff like that, it's very, individual based.
Yeah.
So let's say if somebody is working night shift, that means they are going to be awake all night. So basically, their night becomes day for them, and definitely they will have to eat throughout the night. It depends. My thing is this: I don't want to eat heavy meals before I go to sleep. So sometimes, if I would go to sleep, let's say 10 o'clock, and then I'm eating at 8 o'clock, I want to eat something light so that my body don't have to, go through a lot of stress processing food whilst I'm sleeping. Because I can't even, imagine you eat fufu and a lot of meat and stuff like that. That's very heavy on the body. So when you go to sleep, I don't get just good sleep if I eat heavily before I go to sleep. So if I close late and then I'm gonna go immediately to sleep, and I have a banana, I will just eat a banana, drink some water, and then I will go to sleep. So if you close late, I understand. You probably wake up in the middle of the night hungry if you don't eat before you go to sleep. All I'm saying is, just make sure whatever you eat before you go to sleep, it's something that is very light, not too heavy. If you're eating fufu or banku, or this kind of heavy stuff before you go to sleep, it's not so advisable. But however, I wouldn't say you should just go to sleep hungry, because then that, you're going to wake up in the middle of the night too. So I believe just, eat easy stuff, something simple, and then, get a good night's sleep. When you wake up, eat some good breakfast, but when you go to sleep, just eat something light.
So, I beg give me long life, for me and the baby I day and night, fis and I not be my might, I don't say one day we go die.
Be careful what you consume. Be careful what you consume. Ijamayan Quantente. We pray for good health. My brother, my sister, you can have millions, thousands, hundreds in your account. Obituary na doso, father my boss, kebeya yo. You tell your mokaye, obituary na doso. So be careful the time you eat and the amount of food, the amount of calories that you consume in your belly. It's very, very important.
Water life, Obian Kamasem, Mobe Kamaswa fights. Tell me what you money no fee answer. Shemafu, while I be the stomach cancer.
Yeah, Jojo, how many times if someone who eat late, want to reduce like the weight or something, like how many times in a week, let's say in general, how many times everyone, like if you want to, reduce weight or something, how many times in a week do you think the person should go on?
So my advice to especially most of, let's say, this is what I do with my clients. People make a lot of mistakes sometimes when they want to lose weight. And this is one of the mistakes people make. Let's say normally you eat fufu and banku and then, you decide to lose weight and then tomorrow you start eating salads. You're going to eat it for 3 days and then you go back to what you eat because, you didn't build up the foundation to be able to do that. So what I do with most of my clients is this. If you want to lose weight, I just need to figure out how much time do we have. If we have like 6 months to lose the weight, all we need to do is calculate how much should you use, like how much should you eat less per day. My favorite go-to theory is, I ask my clients to cut their meals by just 50 grams, per meal, right? Okay. 50 grams per meal is not so huge, so you don't even feel the difference. It's like 1 spoon or something like that, right?
Yeah.
So, but think about it like this: if you eat 50 grams less every day per meal, in a day that's already like 200 grams, and your body will not recognize that you're eating less. So over time you will lose the weight. The only thing is don't consume more than I ask you to consume.
Yeah.
So, but people will make the mistake and then they just start tomorrow and they was like, okay, I'm gonna fast in the morning and then I'll eat, in the afternoon. So that is not so sustainable. But if you want it in a very sustainable way, then I would say just reduce your meals by very small portions every day for a long period of time, and over time you're going to lose the weight. That is the advice I would give to people, especially people who don't have the discipline to, when you're a beginner and you want to lose weight, it's not that easy as it is for somebody who has been doing it for a while. So if you start making too rigorous changes, then you're not going to be able to do it for a long time. But if you start little by little, just cutting, maybe up to 50 grams per day on the meals, then, in a month or 2-3 months, you really will see changes and your body will not, fight so much because there's still food coming in. So your body doesn't go into shock and start, like reserving the fat that it already has. So I think, just go easy on yourself. Slowly make the changes, no big changes, and slowly make the changes so they can be more sustainable, over a long period of time.
Okay.
Give me long life, for me and the baby I day and night, Fis and I not be my might, I don't say one day we go die.
Flip the music.
You just have to be careful. Like I always said, one time I was, I went to the hospital and, every 6 months, we will come to that. Every 6 months, I always go to the hospital to check, make general checkup, to see if there's something that I need to fix, something I need to work it out, something I need to know. I want to know. When I reach that, I'm always specific with the nurse. Say, hey, listen, this is what is important, for me. So I want to know, and they'll make general checkup, and they said, okay, maybe 1 or 2 things you need to avoid or do this or do this. But if you come to our community, where the black people or in general here, most of us don't do those things. And it is good that everyone's supposed to go to the hospital at least half a year, to make general checkup to see if everything is okay. But Charlie, we just did that, they consume, they go. Without any proper checkup. You heard this one was working in the railway station, he collapsed and he died. There's so many incidents that I can give you reference to. You understand? So please give us a take on that.
So I mean that is a very good point that you just made. I think for most people they do checkups every 1 year or 2 years. It is very advisable at least once per year, so that you can check it and see if there is something to fix. The thing is, most of the diseases that really kill people sometimes is because they don't see it until very late stages. But if you check up every 6 months or every 1 or 2 years, then sometimes they are able to see some of them at the early stages, and then once you see it at the early stages, you are able to kind of tackle it until it becomes too late. So I think everybody should, do some checks every now and then, 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, just check and see if everything is okay. However, if you are eating like you shouldn't and you are living like you shouldn't, then for sure you are not helping the situation. So my thing is, prevention is always better than cure. And we all know, we need to eat food as a source of energy, but eating too much of, food unnecessarily definitely has a lot of health risk, obesity and stuff like that. So I think whilst we do the checks, we should also try to make the changes that will, enable us to have the results that we expecting. So it means just take care of yourself, exercise as much as you can, eat healthy as much as you can, and allow, at least 4 hours in between your meals. Just give your body the proper time to digest the food that you ate. Like if you eat every 1 hour, your body, goes through a lot of stress trying to even digest, and all that kind of stress. So just take care of yourself and make sure you do your checkups regularly, as 6 months, 1 year, 2 years at most, but at least, and every 2 years you should be able to do some checkups and see how you're doing.
Okay. Yeah, Jackie, my money for you.
Jackie,
Yeah, we have 20 minutes to go.
And it goes like
my mind there for you. My heart beats for you. Every time when I think of you, I don't know.
Jojo Pride is right here. Jojo, there's another question that the lady said, how about fruit or smoothie as breakfast? Because I heard when we blend the fruit together, we take it more calories than we need as breakfast. I don't know if you understand it.
Yeah. No, I get the point.
Yeah.
But still, if you're making a smoothie from fruits,
Yeah,
that is good. That is good because of
that is the let me see, the you're making it like original stuff.
exactly.
Yeah.
And
okay, than the artificial stuff.
exactly because
Okay,
of the
okay.
fibers and stuff. So
Yeah.
the fruit is.
Yeah.
I mean, if anybody eats too much fruit, I'm with that.
Yeah, so it means like if you blend them as a fruit,
Yeah.
it's also okay. Then Benny Sata is good. It's a good sign. It's
Yeah.
a good thing that you're doing, and I think me myself, if I tell you I'm allergic to fruit, you not believe it. For the past
some people are allergic to fruit. That's for sure.
the funny thing,
Yeah.
I can actually drink juice,
Yeah.
which is processed,
Yeah.
but I cannot eat raw.
Yeah.
Like
But
mango or orange or anything, got to do with fruit.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
when they process it
Yeah.
and probably like a smoothie in the processed form,
Yeah.
I can eat those and I will not
Yeah.
have any reaction.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, there are people who have different types of allergies. Some people
Yeah,
have.
my allergy
yeah.
is one of the funny allergies.
No, but at least it's good that you can eat the processed ones.
Yeah, but what I do is that I don't eat them at all because
Okay.
I don't like because it's full of sugar.
Exactly.
So what I normally do is that probably I'll make my own.
Yeah.
And I'll make sure that maybe I keep them maybe for 24 hours.
Okay.
For it to be fermented a little, yeah.
Right.
A little bit because straight ahead probably
Yeah.
I'll get some kind of reaction. So
Right,
I'm trying to
right.
avoid those reactions.
Right.
Lift the music. Jackie.
These are about your health. Health is very, very expensive. And it's something that you cannot joke. You definitely can't joke about.
and it goes like
It's very, very important you take every single thing that we say in here serious.
Every time when
Some people will say, these guys, they are sitting there, Charlie, me, saka me fufu beer.
I again,
Masa fufu no be deal, but you're going to pay times 10 that money you make the fufu.
said I can't have you. I proved them wrong, I came for you. And you were the only one to. You know I still come to.
Tell a friend to tell a friend. Jesus Radio is live on YouTube, live on Facebook. It's very, very important for you to note, that you are a human. As far as you are a human, something will go one way or another, go wrong in your system. Even a car, even you have a brand new car, no matter how brand new it is, a time will come you need to service it. So the same thing applies to our body too. The body needs services. So if you don't service your body accordingly, and you trying to ignore the fact that maybe somebody is there 2-3 years, 1 year, the person have never been to the clinic to make general checkup or anything, my brother, this is a time you have to make a very huge decision. Otherwise, the day you go, let me give you this scenario. There was I don't want to mention the person's name. There's a guy actually from Kenya.
Okay.
And he was feeling very funny. So, and he started to have headache. Then he said, okay, let me just go to the hospital. Could you believe that the day this guy stepped his foot to the hospital, he was sitting there and the doctor asked him that don't move. The boy, it was like a magic. Yeah. Don't move.
Yeah.
So the boy didn't understand as well. What is it? And the doctor said that his time was this to this for his life to come to an end. Yeah. I mean, I don't know how because the story is too long that he said that the whole entire body was framed up with frames and all that. Yeah. So the guy need to be on life support. They need to be on the hospital for almost like 6 months. Yeah. That is serious.
No, it happens.
He was at home. He feel that I just have this headache and all that. Yeah. We African, we are fond of that. Charlie, I go Jojo. Like I said last time, I visit my friend. Yeah. And the kind of fufu I see this guy is pounding, I thought that this guy has a guest. So I was asking that, no, me, I've already eaten. So what's up? And he said that, I'm not expecting anybody. Today's my off day. Yeah, I said, today's your off day. So
it's good living, Joe. It's good living.
Good living?
No, it's good living. Let me tell you, Joe, like, for me, most of the times I say to my colleagues at work that I'm very lucky that in Ghana, I got to experience both sides of, the Ghanaian lifestyle. Meaning, I lived a while in the village, so I got to experience life in the village. And then, I lived also in the capital city in a very comfortable environment. So when I know how the two is. So sometimes, when I see somebody and they are from, where I am from, and then I see the kind of lifestyle they have, I just know it's good living, because if you live in the village like we did, if you need clean water, you need to walk at least 10-15 kilometers to go get the water. And when you're coming back home, you need to carry this water either in gallons or on your head. All those are physical activities. And now when you live in the village, most of the time you eat the vegetables that you grow. You eat, almost everything you eat, you grow it or you find it from the forest, right? So you don't have so much possibility to not move like physically or eat healthy. Like you have to eat healthy because that's the only thing that you have. You don't have burgers or stuff like that in the village. Everything is almost healthy, and the lifestyle, you are walking a lot because there's no other way that you can you're just gonna be healthy. So when I see somebody and you have money enough to buy a lot of meat and fufu and banku, it's just good living. Other than that,
No, but
it's good living.
But Jojo, I basically don't support that at all.
But do you know a poor man who has enough money to eat so much that they are like, man, food is expensive,
Finally, I see your face.
Food is very expensive.
Food is expensive, man.
And the juvenile, we are coming for now. Now this year, now I tie na for me fat we this. Jojo, to be honest,
it's good living. Good living.
Hey, say evidence of good living.
Yeah. But I don't know if
congratulations.
I don't know if you remember, but in Ghana they used to have this funny saying that you can tell how rich a man is by looking at the amount of meat on his food.
Oh, right.
Exactly. It's expensive.
Yeah, Lizzie say hey. Big shout out to you, Adra saying. Venice Atayo, thank you, our number one listener.
I swear, goodbye.
My brother, you need to take care of yourself. Forget about this fufu and this eba thing, you know.
Yeah, and the thing is, like, all the money that you are spending on the fufu and the eba and stuff, you know, spend it on, you know, on the personal trainer. Let's give you some advice to get fit and healthy, you know. It's cheaper.
For so long.
Jojo is here. Jojo actually is ready. He's ready to guide you through, you know. You really have to take precaution. This is really important. My brother was once like you. Right now, if I remove my belly, if you see the pack,
It's good living, good living.
It's 5 days, so Charlie, I did they go dry. I look, I say, hey, Charlie, if you need there. My stomach was actually getting big and big and big. I said, no, this is not a good sign for me. So I need to reduce, you know, the amount of calories that I'm consuming in my body, and I need to drink a lot of water.
Yeah.
So there's so many things that for the past 3 years now I cut them off.
That's good.
You know, sometimes if I look at the time, that maybe like I've just have my meal around like 4 o'clock. That's it.
Okay.
I'm not eating to the next day.
Okay, that's
you understand?
Good.
Yeah.
That's very good.
So I've set a principle whereby I cannot bleach it
exactly
at all.
Exactly.
You understand? I will make sure that no matter what, I will drink water or probably drink tea.
Exactly.
Or probably maybe a very tiny they have this Actimel.
Okay.
Yeah, I always like it's a very small white
yogurt.
It's the vitamin D or something yogurt. I just throw that to my throat and
that's it.
And that's it. You know, I don't have to like say I want to go and eat bankun and I'm going to eat fufu around like 11 o'clock or 12 o'clock. Hey Charlie, I know someone who they chop bankun to 2 o'clock.
It's good living.
She wanna roll one, smoke one thing. I want to give her a
but Jojo, it's not good though.
No, it's not good, but
it's not good.
You know, it's not good.
It's not good at all. It's not good. It's not good.
You're gonna take you to bloom bloom when we done.
Yeah, in the next 3-5 minutes, Jojo will give you some guidance and also teach you, and also he's gonna explain a little bit more about how you can go about it, and also you're gonna put his social media handles out. Is if you want to contact him directly, you know, so that you know you register to his school. He has a school that he teach online. How you get proper tutorial of how you can live and healthy life, and that because next week we'll still continue with this program, so we have more to say. So some of the things we need to keep in the fridge to reserve it. So next week when we can, we open it and we digest it, so that you know some of the listeners who couldn't hear him speak this week will hear him next week. So yeah, we in the next 3 minutes Jojo will take the microphone again.
Make I see, take a picture. Say cheese, take a picture. Take a post, make I see, take a picture. Say cheese, take a picture. Take a post, make I see, take a picture. I got a girl, she a London thing. She wanna roll one, smoke one thing. I want to give her a diamond ring, but she say other girls like my thing. She make my heart beat, say like say boom boom. Next time you're gonna take you.
Tell a friend to tell a friend. Jesse Radio is here.
Boom, hop on the wire.
Jesse Radio is here to stay. We ain't going anywhere. We have a very educated program. You know? We have a lot of people coming on the show. Watch out for next week. It's gonna be crazy. We have amazing talent, amazing people, amazing presenters who are going to, you know, do marvelous things.
Next time you're gonna take you to bloom bloom. When we done, we go home and boom boom. Hop on the wagon, baby, say vroom. The tingle.
King Promise featuring Peter Rankin, Chop Life. Nobody say Chop Life, here you go chop 2 o'clock. Oh. You have to be careful how you go about your food, you know.
More money, challenge and enjoyment. I the Chop Life regardless, cause trouble never gets no honey. More money, challenge and enjoyment. I the Chop Life regardless.
I'm not a healthcare teacher, you know. Me myself, I'm learning from Jojo. You know, the same way you are listening, so way me also I'm sitting here, I'm listening, I'm putting things. If you see me quiet, I'm putting things in place. Because me also, I don't want to be a victim, you know. I don't want, like, I go to the hospital, you say you have only 3 months to live. My God. God forbid for all of us. But before God will forbid, you need to take care of yourself. He said God help those who help themselves. So if you want God to help you, you need to help yourself first. Yeah, Jojo, the floor is here.
So yeah, all Joe is doing with JC Radio is to connect with people like myself who have a little bit experience or knowledge about fitness and how we can be healthy. This is a very good initiative, but as we are giving you the information, the thing about information is like this. There is a very favorite quote that I like. I personally like it. Not everybody like this quote, but I like it in a way that, what the quote says is like, if information is all it takes, we all will be rich, happy, and fit. Like the information is all over the place, but the only thing that makes the information valuable is the practice of the information. So as we are giving you tips on, how to be healthy, what to do, how to start a fitness journey, you need to start today, and then you need to start now actually practicing it. This is a very long journey, and, for most of us, it's a lifelong journey. And, there's a lot of learning that, is going to take place. And when I tell you, like, maybe eating in 4-hour window is preferable to me, try it out, just test it. If it's good for you, live with it. If it's not good for you, look for something else. Like try 2 hours, try different things. We are sharing information to you, but learning, is a lifelong journey. So the earlier you start, the earlier you figure out the things that are good for you, that work for you, and then the things that are not good for you and that don't work for you. So you can, switch it and change it up. But however, health is wealth. Mm-hmm. When I work out, there's been points in my life that I used to work out because I just wanted to have, different type of body. However, nowadays, when I work out, there's a lot of science.
Yeah, Jojo, 1 minute. Okay. I don't cut you off. Jojo put his details when he's done with he's trying to emphasize on how you can go about it. Yeah. So his personal contact, he's going to put it there and on the description. Okay. So then and you contact him, because she said how someone will contact you to get a flat tummy.
Sure.
So Jojo will come to that. So
no problem.
Stay tuned.
No problem. Yeah, so nowadays, there's a lot of, science that it's really investigating the benefits of exercises and stuff like that. So when I look at all the benefit that you get from just, exercising for even half an hour per day, I cannot just help it, but then, just exercise. And, when you think of eating healthy, what it does to your body, to your brain, your creativity and everything, like all these things, they work hand in hand to support everything that you're doing. So if you're a musician or you work as a secretary, whatever you do, being healthy, makes you more, productive. So why not just spend 30 minutes out of your 24 hours to exercise, and that's good enough. And when you go to the grocery store to buy food, make wise choices. Like if you buy unnecessary, like if you buy bad stuff and you put it in the fridge, you're going to eat it. If you don't buy it, you don't have it, you're not going to eat it. So make wise choices whilst you go to the grocery store. Try to take care of your body. This is a temple, temple of God. It's a precious gift that you have. Take good care of it. Take care of yourself and, be healthy and wealthy.
Okay. Yeah, Jojo. So now let's also put your social media handles there and also how people can reach you for your classes, online classes.
Sure.
Yeah, then probably we will come. So let me play some song while you are preparing yourself towards that.
No problem.
Hustle and a pa on your ability queen. I had it and
you have to take care of yourself. I repeat, you need to take care of yourself. It's very important that you take care of yourself. Because what you know, like what the Bible say, what profit a man if you gain the whole world and then you lose your soul. The same thing applies to the physical aspect, that what you gain. I mean, if you have everything, then you are not healthy. And you have few days, few years, a few months, a few hours to go. That's the saddest thing that I don't want to hear anyone saying. Steve Jobs, upon all his money, his money couldn't cure him. I know, I understand you, some sickness are genetic and all that, don't get me wrong. But sometimes also we can prevent certain situations. We don't wait until it gets out of hand before taking precaution. It's very important that you take care of yourself. It's very important that you also take very good care of things that go in you. Inside you, what is going inside you is very important. Because if you know that 12 o'clock is not a good time to eat, don't eat. My brother, you will not die. My sister, you will not die. If you can drink water or a cup of tea, it's better. It's better that you prevent yourself than to cure it. Because curing it might not go away, but rather cost your life. So it's very, very important that you take note of everything that we say here. We are not doctors. I'm just an ordinary presenter, and he is a nurse, a professional degree nurse. So if he's coming all the way from Turku just to be here and explain these things to you, you need to pay attention. You need to be a listener attentively and take every note of each point that he's going to make, because this is very, very important for you. My brother, some people pay money just to hear this, but in JC Radio we want to dedicate our life, our time and everything, resources, just to educate people. And this program is going to go on every Tuesday, so stay tuned and stay clear, and take a pen or probably take note. If you have a good memory, take note of each point that Jojo is going to make here. As Jojo is going to put his social media handles, he's also say one of two things, then we wrap up the show. Jojo, the floor is yours.
Yeah, I sent you my social media stuff so you can
put it
there.
Okay. Yeah, Jojo, there at Gosin Pratt, it is Instagram.
Yeah, that's my Instagram.
Okay. Yeah, you can find Jojo Gosin Pratt, right?
Yeah, at Godson Pratt.
Yeah, at Godson Pratt
on Instagram.
In Instagram,
yeah,
is GODSONPRATT.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to write it here, just on the link, so don't worry. And his phone number, I'm going to put everything here where you can contact him.
We dey hustle every day, but the hustle no dey pay. See my guy, he no be play. It no be easy, but we dey. Every day, we dey grind, we dey sleep online, we dey suffer for the corner. I wanna give up sometimes. Yeah, referee, I'm a Francis Sunday, I'm a bet him there. Kwame Nasi, I see ya there, so yeah, get entering there. Hey, yeah, pro. Boys are pro. Yeah, Juma, so no kakra. Yeah, pro. Mr. Girls are pro. Yeah, Juma, so no kakra.
In Shaya Brempo, baby, I be the hustle. Yeah, you know, confusing from my body until baby, I get to. But I know, say, Baba, day. Iye to fa pansi imba wale oye rade ensa me kaka ya me wawa baby I'm a nena yeah bala me se santi da ben na me destiny best san I want to know I want to know that me so me ye nipa I want to do some fa better le
pro boys are pro. Ya Juma, so no kakra. Ya pro, Mr. Girls are pro. Ya Juma, so no kakra. I was again, yeah. Makumasi people know the story. Woko Kanta, them will tell you. Tiptoe lane, no be smarting. Circle, nobody will spare you. You dey live risky life for survivor sake. Life is war like bantam weight. To the beer, I dey want kill myself. Cause after all death be the final race. And I'm from a kayafa. Joe and Yemran kayaka. Adi ame peno.
Yeah, those of you who want to contact Jojo, that's the details on the screen.
Oh.
Jojo is correct, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Better know, but this will cry him. Get that pro. Yeah, why pro? Yeah, Juma.
So we'll show him here if you take care of yourself, huh?
Yeah, pro.
My brother, if you my advice to you right now is that every 6 months, please do me a favor, go to hospital, check your system. Go there. If you don't know if you don't know how to say it, just say that I want to do general checkup. Even your loss of words. Just say to it that I want to do general checkup. This is very, very important that every 6 months, I repeat, every 6 months, go to the hospital and do general checkup.
Makumasi people know the story.
Because Charlie, they tear food day or night. They eat Charlie Kabo, hey, black man.
Nobody will spare you.
Shaggy.
Ski life for survivor sake. Life is war.
Charlie, I was once like you. Hey, Charlie.
Mindset.
When I go, the things they tell me,
And I'm from a kayafa.
ever since I changed my mind, I said I will sleep here. I'll make sure that everything is in place. Because what will profit me if I have houses, I have this, then I can't enjoy it. See, this guy who died a few years ago, Kaba, at Adum FM. He worked tirelessly to build his house. And just like 3 days for him to move to his house, he passed on. He couldn't even see the house that he has built. My brother, my sister, you have to be careful. We are not joking here. It doesn't mean that we don't have nothing to do to come and sit here. We are here because JC Radio want to educate people. These are the things that you not go to Finish Radio and hear all those things because they don't have. You have to pay money before they can say it to you. But here we are doing it free of charge. No one is paying us. Yeah, Jojo, your last word. Let's wrap it up. Then we continue next week.
Yeah, so thanks everybody for listening to us. We know we are very happy and grateful to be able to share the information on health and fitness. Hopefully we were able to answer your questions to the best of our knowledge. However, my details are there on the screen, so if you need any further instructions or guidance, just contact me, and then I'll be able to find out more about you. And then once I know who you are and what you are interested in, I'll be able to give you more personal advice or information. So just be in touch, and hopefully every Tuesday we'll try to come on here and then try to inspire and motivate you to a health and wealthy lifestyle. So thanks for listening to us today. Have a blessed day.
Okay. Yeah. Benizatasi. I say I'm going to eat fufu this afternoon and go and work out for. Yeah, eating fufu in the afternoon is good. Don't get us wrong, it's good. Yeah, that is good. Fufu actually supposed to be eaten in the afternoon.
Just not the night.
Not in the night. Anything heavy in the night, to me, is forbidden.
Exactly.
No matter how hungry you are. So if you eat fufu around 12 o'clock, it's okay. That is in the afternoon. Sorry, I'm not saying in the evening. So you just have to be careful. You don't eat anything late. After 8 o'clock, everything heavy is forbidden. Because once you eat that and you go and sleep, my brother, it starts to build. It's like a foundation. It starts to build fat in your system. Next, we're going to talk about how what are the signs that develop to diabetes. So Jojo is going to as a nurse, he's going to come up with all his ideas next week. So tell a friend to tell a friend, if you have any kind of sign or symptom of getting to diabetes, Jojo is here next week. We're going to digest that. Because diabetes is a very common sickness that it's very easy to get it. All due to what we consume in our system. Yeah, Facebook and YouTube, JC Radio TV, and Facebook, JC Radio. We want to thank each of everyone that tune in live. We are grateful and honored and privileged. God bless you. This is how far we can reach, Jojo is going far away, all the way to Turku. So the man have to go and prepare and come back for, and bring us something different next week, Yeah, Jojo, thank you so much.
Thank you.
We are going together, don't worry.
For sure. Thanks. Thank you. Man.
Yeah, listen out there. Remember, tomorrow we are not streaming live, but on live on our website is the Lovers School. It started at 10 o'clock. It's 2 hours, 30 minutes. Prepare yourself with your husband, with your boyfriend, fiance, anything, fian. Let's take it to the next level, and let's request a song and everything. It's all about Lovers School. So listen to the audio live on our YouTube. In our website, which is www.jcradiolive.com. You can send me your requests and everything. From there, you are listening. Mention your partner name, who or whosoever you want to send shout out to. We're gonna do that. It's a request show, It's all about loving each other. So thank you so much. We are blessed to have you, and we are honored to have you. I'll see you tomorrow at 10 o'clock. Let's party together. Till then, bye-bye.
Get it.
let's my para jazz.
Every chuchu must catela, oh yeah, but born and now we're born anymore. Chuchu must catela, oh yeah, but born and now we're born anymore. Every chuchu must catela, oh yeah, but born and now we're born anymore. Chuchu must catela, oh yeah, but born and now we're born anymore. Everything I say.